Hello, everybody. So, I wanted to talk about medication and the natural healing process. How people recover from let's say anxiety and depression, for example. So, I'll use depression for this example. So, say like you're someone and you're really depressed, right? So let's say you go see a therapist for it, right? Your friends and your family recommended you to see a therapist. So you go to the therapist, you go through your therapy sessions, however long it takes you, let's say 6 to 12 sessions, right? And then at the end of that therapy session, you get a treatment plan. And usually in the treatment plan, it's a variety of healthy habits, things you should try. Like for this example, let's say they told you to, make some thought records, some journaling, some meditation, and let's say some exercise, right? So those are the what it was part of the treatment plan. And now, they say you should get some medication for it. So for depression, it would be like Xanax, right? So they say, oh, go to your physician and get, some Xanax, and then they'll take it from there. So you go, you go to your physician, you give them the prescription, I need some Xanax, right? So you get Xanax and they tell you, the dosage and how much you should use it. So let's say oh, take one every 8 hours, only take like 2 pills a day, something like that, right? And you do that, right? And you go home and you take a pill and it feels like amazing, like you're on top of the world with this. And that's how medications work, once you first start taking it, it works the best. Medication's great in the short term. So, it just makes you feel better. You feel like you could do anything, right? But the problem is, and this is what most people do, they neglect the other healthy habits slash things in the treatment plan. So they don't pay attention to the exercise, the journaling, the thought records, meditation, etc. They don't pay attention to that. They just pay attention to, oh, this is making me feel better already. Why would I need anything else? And that's the thing that really ruins people, because what happens is they become really reliant on this medication. It's like they can't even truly, like, they're so reliant on it. It's like drugs, like they become addicted and they need it. It's like, you ever have that situation where you run out of your medication and you're freaking out because you don't know what to do? Like you used it for such a long time. Like it's just like a part of your life. Like you need it. And you go and get medication and over time, you're spending all this money and you're wondering why you're not getting better. And people say, I need this medication. I need it. Well, truth is you needed it maybe in the beginning, but if you actually used it correctly along with the healthy habits and the other things in the treatment plan, you would feel much better. It's essentially like this with medication and healthy habits. So you have medication on one side, right? So medication works really well on the short term, but the longer you take it, the less it has an effect on you. That's basically what tolerance is in psychology. Tolerance is like when you take a medication or a drug over time that it doesn't have that same effect on you as it once did. So usually when that happens, you freak out. You go call your physician or you even go see your physician and tell them, this is not really working out for me, what should I do? So what they'll do is they'll up your dosage so you can have that same effect, right? So your dosage is up and you go home and you're doing the same things again. You're doing the same things, taking the medication. Now it's starting to have an effect on you. You start to feel better. And then, what happens? It happens again. Your medication stops working. And then you do it again. You go to your physician. And you eventually get to a point where it's really dangerous for your dosage to go up anymore. And the longer you take these medications, the more chance those side effects can come and hit you. The side effects for medication's ridiculous. It's like, you ever seen those commercials where they have like a weight loss pill and they have like 30 like side effects in it? That's like medication, especially like antidepressants and anxiety medication. They have like 20 or 30 like side effects. So like, as you take it longer, it's gonna add up. So then once you get to the highest point, like your highest dosage, they're gonna be like, oh well, let's give you another antidepressant drug. And then you take that, and the same process goes over and over and over again. And it's like, you have like so much medication now, and it costs so much money, like you're just stuck. You don't really know what to do. So I advise the people that do that is to start using like natural remedies and like healthy habits. So what was in the treatment plan, or if you didn't go to therapy and didn't get a treatment plan, you just went straight to get medication, I'd advise you to do healthy habits. So the journaling, the exercise, the meditation, etc. Journaling, those things like that. So like, it may not work, or it may not feel like it feels like it's a waste of time and like you shouldn't do it, but in reality it feels like that in the beginning. So you know how I said how medications work? So medications are great in the short term, but over time, in the long term, it doesn't have an effect for you. So like, the natural remedies and the healthy habits are like the reverse. So like, in the short term, it may feel like, like it's doing absolutely nothing for you, but over time, in the long run, it's gonna feel excellent, and it's gonna like maintain. Like, you're gonna maintain those healthy habits because you feel good doing it. Just like exercise, people feel good doing exercising. Maybe in the beginning, like, people are like, "Oh, I gotta do exercise." I don't wanna work out today. But like, over time, as people do it more and more, it's just part of their routine, and like, they feel good doing it. So that's essentially what you should do if you are someone that takes medication or is like really reliant on medication. You should try those healthy habits. So then once those healthy habits have like a good effect on you, it makes you feel a little bit better. Then you could go to your physician or your doctor and start to lower the dosage of your medication. And once you lower the dosage of the medication, it's not gonna feel great. Like, you're gonna feel bad, just like with any drug. Like, if you were addicted to drugs, and like, you started to feel really terrible, like, it's something like you're getting rid. It's like withdrawal. Like, you're getting rid of like the thing that worked so well for you. So once you stop doing that, it feels really, really bad. But over time, you keep doing it. You take it slower, one step at a time, and eventually, like, you will not need medications or being reliant on medications. Those healthy habits will help you through along the way. You just gotta be consistent and keep doing those things to make you feel better. And let's say if it doesn't make you feel better, there's plenty of healthy habits and natural remedies out there to help you. There's things like essential oils, that you can keep in your house, with like an oil diffuser. Like, there's a lot of oils that help with anxiety and depression. There's like many things that you can try. You just gotta find like which ones work for you, and there's plenty of like online resources to help you find those things that like might work for you. So that's all I really wanted to say. So like, again, with medication, it works really well in the short term, but in the long term, you're gonna be really reliant on it. It costs a lot of money, and that's essentially why like people like stop taking medications. Either it costs a lot of money, they don't have enough money, or like they feel better like instantly, so they don't think they need it anymore, which isn't true at all. Like, it's just gonna make you feel even worse, because like, you think you're better, but like, once you stop taking it, like, everything just goes downhill. Especially in the beginning. So it just takes a lot of time. So that's all I want to say for this video. I'll see y'all later. Deuces.